What's going on, everybody? This is Anthony here with the MMA Tirade, and I'm here today with the post-fight breakdown slash aftermath, whatever you want to call it, for Woodley versus Till. And it was a great card. It was a great fight. Let's just start it off with the weight. Till made the weight. So did Woodley. They both made weight. Neither of them looked great. Obviously, Till had a worse weight cut. Woodley, Woodley makes this weight all the time. Doesn't mean he looks good making the weight, but he makes the weight like a professional. Never missed weight as far as I know. But you could tell he looks a little bit sucked up when he weighs in. More just his eyes. That's why you see him with the sunglasses around. When he gets closer to the fight, he's got his sunglasses on when he's getting interviewed because he looks sucked up. And he probably just wants to keep it cool. But regardless, he still has a lot of weight to cut, but he does it like a professional. Till seems like he's still trying to find out why he hasn't got his shit down to a science yet like Woodley has. But nonetheless, they both made weight. They had a backup. The backup made weight. Usman made weight, and the fight was on. And boy, was it a fight. Till came out supremely confident, and for Woodley, it was business as usual. I think mostly when people fight Tyron Woodley, they either get too comfortable with him or they get too tentative. The only one that handled him that well as of recently was Rory McDonald. I'm not going to get into the fight with Rory McDonald, but he's the only one who handled him appropriately and in that case won the fight. He's actually the only welterweight I think Tyron Woodley needs to beat to be considered the greatest at this point. He needs to beat Rory McDonald. Obviously, Rory McDonald's fighting for Bellator right now, and he's probably going to fight Mousasi. He had a crazy fight with Lima. I heard that fight was close, but he's going to have a title defense with Mousasi. It's either a title defense or a super fight. I should know, but anyway, Rory McDonald's in Bellator, and they're doing that thing. But right now, Tyron Woodley is truly making his case as being one of the greatest welterweights of all time. The way he finished Darren Till last night was extremely impressive. Let's just get into the fight itself. The first round, Woodley comes out, Till comes out, and immediately from the looks of it, it looks like Darren Till is actually pressuring Woodley into the fence, but that is not the case. Woodley is actually setting that up. If you rewatch it, Woodley comes out all cool, calm, and collective. He was waving his arms around almost like Aldo does, and he's real chill. He almost puts himself exactly on the fence. Gets himself on the fence, and Till probably sees that and is like, okay, easy. Just start pressuring, start working, start trying to knock him out against the fence. Woodley set that trap for him. Darren Till was coming in. And then Woodley exploded off with his frantic feints and his 1-2s or the 2-1s, whatever it is, and tried to blitz him off the fence. And we know Woodley was savvy to it. And Woodley wasn't savvy to it. Till was savvy to it. And then from that point, there was some little exchanges, and then there was a body lock exchange. And Woodley had Till up against the fence and had him body locked and was trying to work. And Mergliata separated him for whatever reason. Not sure why. Looked a little stalemate-ish, but it was a hard body lock, and Woodley all Woodley needed to do was to trip him and get him down. He was trying to do that, but was unsuccessful, and for whatever reason, Mergliata broke him up. They clinched up again. Till reversed him, and they broke it up again. Whatever. I guess Mergliata wanted to see this fight on the feet, whatever it was. But anyway, the rest of the fight was mostly feigning and moving, and little exchanges. No real punches were landed. But I thought Woodley took the first round just based on output, and he's trying to win the fight. Till was more just being reactive, but not really being reactive. But regardless, I think the most interesting part of this fight was between the first and second round, the corners. I listened to both corners, and they were both fully aware of what each other's fighter was going to do. Basically, Till's corner was saying, he keeps feigning, he keeps trying to feint, he keeps reacting to your feints, shit like that. He's going low, he keeps going low to trying to fake to go high. They're talking about Woodley's right hand. He keeps going low so he can try to go high. Just watch out for that. They keep trying to switch it up, so just keep watching out for that. You go to Woodley's corner, and they're saying they're saying that Till is reacting to everything that Woodley is doing, and to keep it up, and to keep going high, and then go low, and then go high. Basically, saying they're talking about the same situation that's going on. They're both aware, and I thought that was fucking insane. And I thought, going into the second, that was going to be like that was where the fight was really going to shift. In a way it did, but it really wasn't. They were both feigning, reacting, and it was really who wasn't who pulled the trigger first, it was who landed first, and it was Woodley. Till pulled the trigger first, and Woodley landed first. If you watch the fight, that's how it happened. Basically, the beginning of the second round, Till and Woodley basically meet at the center, and it's a feint war. They're feinting. They're looking like they're about to. They're looking like they're about to go toe to toe, and they did go toe to toe. And Till tried setting it up with with an uppercut that I don't think was really meant to land. I don't think it did. It got in Woodley's face, but that uppercut indicated to Woodley that Till was there for his right hand to be thrown, and it was, and Till walked right into a right hand. Till threw that uppercut, trying to close the distance for his right hand, and in doing so, Woodley saw the weak uppercut and threw his right hand before Till's could land, and that's how the beginning of the end for Till started. And basically, once Woodley dropped him, Till was in survival mode for about a minute and a half. And, Till was getting smashed and getting smacked with punches and elbows, got cut, regained some composure, but he was in survival mode the whole time. He was in danger the whole time. Once he got a little bit of less damage coming in his way, he got a deep underhook, looking for a sweep, looking for protection, looking for a sweep, looking to get out of the round, whatever, and it just gave Woodley the opportunity to sink in that Darce choke, because the Darce choke was right there. It was either for Till get smacked with elbows and punches, try and survive the round, or look for the deep underhook and maybe risk getting tapped, because Woodley usually doesn't go for submissions. Early in his career he did, but as of late he hasn't. But he went for the submission and got submitted, and that was the end of the fight. And I thought that's how the fight. I don't think that's how it should have went. I don't think it should go either way. But on paper, but before this fight, I thought the problems with Till were going to be getting taken down. He didn't get taken down. He got dropped, and he got dropped because he got overconfident. Like I said at the beginning of the fight, he was supremely confident. You could just tell. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter as confident as him. Maybe other than Conor, but even then, with Conor, I see a little bit of, not doubt or fear, but more like, I'm here. Till looked like I'm fucking here and I'm ready to I'm the champ. He had the look on his face like he's already the champion. And he did all up until he got dropped. All up until he threw that weak uppercut trying to land his right hand and got caught with the right hand himself. And that was just the beginning of the end. And I think it was a good learning experience for Till. I think Till's going to be coming back stronger than ever. I personally believe Till should be moving up to middleweight. I think everyone who's an MMA fan thinks that Till should move up to middleweight. Welterweight, he could knock people out. He could do things at welterweight, but we've seen it. Go up to middleweight, man. Don't kill yourself cutting that weight. You got to cut however many pounds. I think he walks around at 200 pounds. So would you rather cut 15 pounds or 30 pounds? Like pick your poison. Middleweight seems very easy for you, and I think you could do you can make a lot of big waves at middleweight. Shit. I'd love to see fucking Darren Till and Yoel Romero. That'd be a fucking sick ass fight. But same issues there for Yoel Romero. You can't make weight to make middleweight. So, but anyway, regardless, I'm just saying I would love to see Darren Till in the middleweight mix. And I'd love to see him fight Gaslam or Whitaker, any of those guys. It just makes that division more deep, just throwing him in the mix in there. Woodley, at this point, Woodley can do whatever the hell he wants. I heard he wants to go fight at UFC 230. A quick turnaround. That fight card's November 3rd, and there's no main event for that fight. He can turn around, fight Covington, either as a main event or a co-main event, whatever the hell it is. Because I really feel like they're trying to put Jones and Cormier on that Madison Square Garden card, UFC 230. I really think they're trying to put Jones and Cormier somewhere in the mix in that. Just stack that card, do big things with it. Woodley really wants to cement himself as the greatest, turn around quick. I really think he could handle Covington. I don't think Covington can take any shots that Woodley brings to the table. The wrestling, I think, would negate each other, and it would be a fight in the feet. And if that case, the fight in the feet, it would go Woodley's way. Covington has no shot, I don't think. He doesn't have a shot on the feet. He doesn't have a shot on the mat. I think Covington just gets steamrolled with Woodley. Usman's interesting, but I just, give Woodley Usman, but, I think he'll handle him too. I think what's next for Woodley is a big name ex-welterweight, whether it be Rory McDonald, which ain't going to happen, or GSP, which ain't going to happen, or Nick Diaz, which I want to happen, and I think could very well happen, and I think Woodley would love to have the Nick Diaz fight. Diaz, I think, would love to make the money from the Woodley fight, especially if it's on a card where there's other high-name fighters on that card, because Diaz wants the money. I would love to see Woodley versus Diaz. I would love to see Woodley versus GSP, but I don't think those fights are going to happen. Really, I think Woodley could start screaming for super fights. He can, you could have someone from 55 come up, or he can have someone from 85 come down, or he can go up to 85. Maybe after, Whitaker and Gaslam face off, he can go up and fight Whitaker or Gaslam. And any fight that Woodley wants to make is a good fight for him. The only fight I think that's not a good fight for him to take is a Nick Diaz fight. I think Nick Diaz will whoop his ass, to be honest, but I don't see Nick Diaz coming back. Nick Diaz, he's such an enigma, and he's such a great fighter. Like Woodley. It's a shame because I really like to see Woodley fight GSP or Nick Diaz, but I don't think those fights are really going to happen. Nick Diaz is talking shit like he wants to fight, but he's never there to take the fight. So we'll see. But I do want to see Nick and Tyron go at it. I'd like to see how Nick can take Tyron's punches. I think he can just eat them. But I would like to see how Woodley deals with the trash talk and deals with just the, Diaz is a smart fighter. He might not seem like it, but he is. And, I think Woodley would exhaust himself throwing those right hands. But regardless, I don't think Diaz is in the mix. I think his real next future fights are still at welterweight, a couple more, and then go up to 85, or maybe have a 55er come up and challenge for your belt. But we'll see. But at this point, Tyron Woodley is the greatest welterweight of all time, in my opinion. He's finishing guys in devastating fashion, whether it be knockouts or submission. You look at GSP, his consecutive title defenses, but, there's a time where, GSP wasn't finishing anybody. He'd have all these crazy contenders, negate them, neutralize them, shut them down, but nothing impressive. I mean, it was impressive to see him completely control and maul somebody on the floor, but, when you're just controlling guys for 5 rounds and they're these crazy killer contenders, you beat them, you control them for 5 rounds, they go back into the welterweight mix, and then you got contenders, taking their heads off. It just doesn't look like, how are you going to be the champ and then you ragged all these dudes and then these guys go back down and then other guys are just murking them on the feet. It's not making a good case for your GOAT status if you're looking for that. But regardless, Woodley's a great champion, a great fighter. I can't wait to see him fight again. Till will be back better than ever. I want to see him not cut so much weight, not see him so depleted, and see him, really challenge at a weight that he really can contend at and really be healthy at. But yeah, the whole fight card itself was great. I might have some more on the other fights that we saw yesterday, but the main event was great. I was glad they put this fight together. I thought it was real quick. It should have been Covington. I heard Covington wanted to hold out for a bigger card to propel his name and to get more money. I heard that's why Till was in. But at the end of the day, Tyron Woodley's still the welterweight champion, and he just received his black belt. I'm assuming from Dean Thomas, because Dean Thomas is the one that gave him the black belt, so I'm assuming Dean Thomas is his master in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Regardless, he's a black belt now. And he submitted Darren Till at the end of the fight. Shows another skill set, shows another weapon he has in his arsenal. Just makes his case for being one of the GOATs at welterweight. And, yeah. Congratulations, Tyron Woodley, on your black belt and your title retention. And I will see you guys, being the internet, in a few days. See you guys later. Bye.